Suburban Ohio is a quiet mosaic of farmland, narrow highways, and sleepy small towns. Yet beneath this peaceful landscape lies a disturbing legend. Repeated reports of a shadowy, predatory creature locals call the Dogman. The earliest modern account traces back to the town of Defiance, Ohio. On July 25th, 1972, two railroad workers were repairing tracks in the early morning hours when one of them, Ted Davis, was suddenly struck on the back of the head with a wooden plank. Though badly hurt, what shocked investigators most was his explanation. In his police statement, Davis claimed he was attacked by a massive wolf-like creature that walked upright on two legs. Later that same year, Defiance police received two additional reports. In one case, a grocery store employee said a huge dog-like animal sprinted directly across the road in front of his car. After the third sighting, the police department launched a formal investigation. Police Chief Donald Breckler stated at the time, "We're taking this seriously. We're concerned about the safety of our citizens." Across Ohio, more than 35 towns and counties have since reported encounters involving the same creature. Witnesses describe aggressive behavior, livestock attacks, animal mutilations, and even threats toward humans. One of the most chilling testimonies comes from Judge Shane Luthold, who believes the Dogman deliberately stalked him on a rural road near Bucyrus, Ohio. "I spent 17 years as a trial lawyer in my hometown," Luthold explains. "I've been a judge for nearly 11 years now. I work with evidence for a living, and I know what evidence is. No one will ever convince me I didn't see what I saw." The encounter occurred in 1985, when Luthold was just 15 years old. A dedicated high school athlete, he regularly trained for cross-country and track events, including the annual Bratwurst Festival 10K. Raised in the countryside, he wasn't afraid of darkness. He had played in barns at night his entire childhood. That evening, his run began normally. He took the first half-mile slow, loosened up, and completed the first 2.5 miles without incident. But as he turned back toward home, everything changed. "I suddenly got this intense chill up my spine," he recalls. "This overwhelming sense that something was watching me." In the nearby cornfield, he noticed the stalks moving in a circular pattern. Whatever was causing it was large. At first, he assumed it had to be a deer, or several deer, but then the movement abruptly stopped. "There are no bears in northwest Ohio, no wolves," he says. "My instinct told me I needed to leave immediately." When he started running, the movement resumed, keeping pace with him. Perfectly. "That's not deer behavior," Luthold explains. "Deer run away. They don't follow you. They don't pace you." Though he couldn't see the creature directly, he could tell it was moving 2 or 3 rows deep within the corn. When he stopped running, it stopped as well, exactly in line with him. That's when real fear set in. He sprinted again, faster than ever, adrenaline surging. The corn shook violently, confirming the creature's immense size. Eventually, exhaustion forced him to slow down, and again, whatever followed him stopped too. It was stalking me, playing with me. Knowing the cornfield would soon end, he planned to veer toward his home, but changed direction at the last second, heading instead for a friend's house. As he reached the edge of the field, he turned and finally saw it. The creature stepped out of the corn, standing nearly 6 feet tall. It had the head of a dog, similar to a German shepherd, with tall, pointed ears. Its arms were unusually long, hanging past its knees, and its shoulders were hunched forward. "I locked eyes with it," he says. "I knew instantly. It was a predator. If it wanted to kill me, it absolutely could." Overcome with primal terror, he ran harder than he ever had in his life, convinced the creature was right behind him. Darkness was falling as he reached his friend's house and dove headfirst into an in-ground swimming pool. Underwater, holding his breath, he scanned the pool's edge, certain the creature would be waiting when he surfaced. His lungs burned before he finally came up for air. Alone. He bolted inside the house, slammed the door shut, and collapsed, finally feeling safe. He spent the night there, too terrified to go back outside. "I crawled to the windows, pulled back the curtains and watched," he recalls. "I wasn't leaving that house for anything." Decades later, the memory still hasn't faded. The fear never goes away, Luthold says, and neither does the question. He firmly believes the evidence supports the Dogman's existence. "In a courtroom, I think you could prove it's real," he says. I don't know if I've set foot in a cornfield since that night in 1985. It still haunts me, he adds. It always will.